Welcome to this Forever Living Products webinar training on how to get started as a forever business owner. We're so excited you've made the decision to become a part of the greatest opportunity in the world. I did exactly the same some 36 years ago, and that decision led my wife and I to a lifestyle of financial freedom that's allowed us to do just about everything we've ever dreamed of. My name is Bill Lewis, and it's my privilege to be your host today. With me is Gary Shreve. Gary joined the company in 1998 and was quickly designated as Regional Sales Director for the Houston area in North America. Under his guidance, Houston became the #1 area in all of North America. Shortly after that, he was brought into the home office and now oversees the operations for the entire world as the Vice President of Global Operations. He and his wife, Tanya, are the dedicated parents of 3 boys. The presentation today should take about 40 minutes. If you have any questions, if you'll notice on the right-hand side of your screen, there is a box that says questions. Feel free to click inside there and type any questions that may come to your mind, and we'll see about answering as many of those as possible at the end. Also, you'll see on the right side of your screen a box that says handouts. And we want to make you aware that there is a handout available for you to download at your leisure. Just simply click on the name of the handout and it will download to your computer. Gary will be making reference to that a little bit later on in today's presentation. So having said that, Gary, let's turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Bill, and thank you, everyone, for joining us this afternoon or evening, depending upon where you are. And in the States, we're glad that you joined us today. As Bill mentioned, his experience with Forever, I actually joined about 18 years ago, and I have to tell you, it was one of the best decisions of my life. And for those of you that have recently joined, we're happy that you are part of the Forever family. And I have no doubt by the time we finish today, this presentation, you'll have a little bit better idea of what to do to get your Forever business started. So let's jump into this. Whether you're a new Novus customer, and that's what you want to be, and just be able to take advantage of purchasing our fantastic products, or whether you're here to build a serious forever business, this training is for you, and I think you're going to get a lot out of it. So let's begin with a recap of the Forever Business Opportunity that you actually attended either yesterday here on the webinar or previously at a local meeting there, or maybe in a one-to-one with your local FBOs. You know, our products are distributed through independent distributors, which we like to call Forever Business Owners, or we refer to them as FBOs. And they have 2 main streams of income. As we spoke about this yesterday on the webinar that Bill did, we have our retail customers where we sell the products, we purchase them, and we sell them directly to family, friends, neighbors, colleagues, whomever it might be that we know are going to enjoy our lovely products. And the other is through sponsoring other people to be FBOs just like yourself. Our company, as a reminder, was founded in 1978 by a gentleman named Rex Mon, who you can see there on the screen, a wonderful man. We are completely vertically integrated, a financially stable company with markets in over 150 countries around the world. Now, I know as you're just getting started and you think about 150 countries around the world, that may seem like a daunting task or endeavor to go build a business in each and every one of those. But I want to tell you, you have that opportunity. And we have many FBOs around the world who have taken advantage of the international side of the business along with the domestic side in building their forever businesses. Just as a reminder, we grow, process, and manufacture the finest health and beauty products in the market. They are the highest quality and extremely and highly consumable. This is important because as someone who is representing the business and you're out selling them, as people consume the products, what does that mean? That means they're coming back to buy some more. They're going to come back and ask you for some more. So this makes it Forever a perfect opportunity. And you add that to our compensation plan, which is one of the most rewarding in the industry. And whether you're looking for just a little extra to help with bills, maybe a car payment or your mortgage every month, or whether you're truly looking to build a long-term 6-figure income, maybe even a 7-figure income, you are at the right place. And we're going to talk today about those first steps to start that journey. So, the first step is to join as a Novus customer. And the benefits of being a Novus customer is you receive a 15% discount on all your purchases. This is a great step, and I can tell you when I became a Novus customer originally, I know I was a little bit nervous. I wasn't quite sure whether I wanted to take this kind of leap of faith and join Forever, but I can't tell you enough how much I am so glad I had the confidence to be able to do that. And I would encourage each of you, if you haven't already done so, take that leap of faith. If you're on here, though, talking about getting started, we hope that you're already a Novus customer. But if not, I want to walk you through the process of getting started and how to get signed up. So first, the easiest way to do this is to go to foreverliving.com. And what I'm going to actually do here is walk you through this process live. So Bill's going to pass this over to me, and I'm going to open up my web browser.
Okay, Gary.
Give me a sec. Perfect. I'm going to launch my web browser here, and we're going to walk through this process of signing up for Forever Living as an FBO. So the first thing you do, you go here to join. As you can see my mouse scrolling over join, and you can click here. Now there's two ways of getting to the join link. You can either go through foreverliving.com or through our marketing site, discoverforever.com. Either one of them will get you to the same place. Now, the first thing that we ask for is your name. Obviously, we want to know who you are and who we're dealing with, your last name, your birth date, and the reason we ask for your birth date is not that we want to make fun of you for how old you are or anything like that. It's simply to verify that you're over 18 years of age. We ask for here, as you can see, a Social Security number. But I do want you to know that it is not required to enter your Social Security number. This is an option. And if you choose not to enter it here, you can always come back at any time and enter it later. However, I do want you to be aware that if you do not enter your Social Security number, that we are required by law to withhold a portion of your check, the earnings that you make, in withholdings, obviously according to the government regulations. So again, if you choose not to put it in there, we have to withhold it. It's not our choice. Trust me, we love paying out our bonus checks. So I would encourage you, if you feel comfortable, add that to your application, and that way you don't have to worry about that. Then obviously you can see here you can select your language of preference. Contact information, again, we need to know your address so we can not only ship you catalogs and your recap information, but also your products when you order them. You can also choose to have some of those things also sent to you online, which we highly encourage. The next is setting up your preferences, and your preferences is how you would like to receive your payments from Forever, and we highly recommend you set up with our fantastic Global Pay system. It's a direct deposit. You can do direct deposits from it. It's a card, a prepaid debit card that we load with your earnings, and you can see here all the wonderful things that you can do with it. You can shop, you can use it in basically any store that you go to, or you can choose a direct deposit straight into your bank account, but again, you don't have the additional added benefits and features as you do with the Global Pay. So I would encourage you to sign up for the Global Pay. Again, and even as you're going through the process, if you're not sure which you'd like to do, you can actually choose that last option there, which is let me decide later. And again, guys, you can come back and make that decision later on. And then obviously we want to know who invited you. Who was the FBO that sponsored you or invited you into Forever Living? And so there's three options there that you have likewise, is to either enter the ID of that person. If you don't have a sponsor and you just happen to come across Forever Living on your own, then you can click on that, and we'll walk you through the process and help you get signed up with someone who will be more than willing to support you and give you the help that you need to get started. And the third option is you can actually search for a specific sponsor. So again, you may not have my ID number, but if you know, hey, I think his name was Gary, last name Shreve, you can go in there, type in my information, and it'll help you locate me to be your sponsor there. So that is the sign-up process. As you can see, it's 4 simple steps. Again, your personal information, your contact information, your preferences here, and then, again, your sponsor information. Shouldn't take you more than about 4 or 5 minutes to sign it up. Once you sign up, then you'll be sent an email that will contain your ID number and how to log in through our incredible foreverliving.com site, and I'll jump us over there real quick just by clicking on the logo here. And then from here, you can actually log in and shop. So, Bill, I'm going to pass this back to you, and we'll talk a little bit about the shopping experience podcast. So, let's jump into shopping. This is quite simple. So, once you've registered, you have your FBO ID number, you set up a password, you'll come here, you log into foreverliving.com, you click on FBO login, and it'll bring you to this login page. And simply you put in your FBO ID number along with your password, and you'll jump into the system here. And you can see once your main landing page has a lot of valuable information, but we're going to focus right now on shopping. You can see here in the red box, if you click on the Shop Now button, then that'll actually take you into the store. Now, once you get into the store, you'll find it's a very user-friendly experience, easy to use, easy to walk through, very self-explanatory. You know, we've never had anyone really have many issues with it, so we'd encourage you to go in there and play around and look at your favorite products. But I do want to tell you the best way to get started, in my opinion, is with one of our marvelous combo packs. And we have various packs. The first is our TOF, our Touch of Forever combo pack. This is the pack that you see there on the left-hand side, and this is for the serious business builders. With this pack, you achieve 2 case credits, where if you remember a little bit as we talked about the marketing plan before, the compensation plan is you achieve your first 2 case credits in 2 consecutive months, you become wholesale qualified, and therefore you are going to make more money when you sell the products to your family and friends and whomever else it may be. And the second option that you have is maybe you want to look at something more nutritional. Maybe that's the Clean 9 with the Vital 5. The Clean 9 is one of our fastest selling packs, and it's a great pack for everyone to start off with. It's a great pack to actually use as an introduction to your clients to Forever Living. It's a 9-day pack that helps you to feel better, look better, which is always something that we all want to do. And then you follow that up with the Vital 5, which is kind of the maintenance nutritional pack that we have. It has a well-balanced variety of vitamins and drinks that are going to help maintain and keep your body at optimal health. If you're interested in weight loss, which I know here in the States is a massive, massive market, then we have our Clean 9 pack along with our Fit 1 pack. Again, you start with the Clean 9, just as I just mentioned that you would if you were going to continue on with the Vital 5. But if you're looking for weight loss, you follow that Clean 9 up after 9 days with our Fit 1, which is a 30-day pack to help you become fit. After 30 days, again, if you haven't reached that weight loss goal, then you would continue on with the Fit 2 pack likewise. All of these packs are great, and the reason is it takes the guesswork out of it. Each of these packs come with instructions on how to use them, and I'll tell you they're fantastic for the new FBO or even a new client of yours because it takes the guesswork out, how to use the products, what products to take, when to take them, and they are full of some of our most popular products that people love to use. So again, look toward those packs. And the last one we have is our Essential Oils Bundle. And you can buy that you can see there on the screen along with a few tri-packs and share those with some friends if you'd like to go then toward the essential oil side of the business. All these are great and marvelous ways to get started in your business. So let's shift gears a little and let's talk a little bit about why you're here in Forever, why you decided to join. Why did you take that leap of faith, as Bill and I did a number of years ago, to be part of this Forever family? And as we walk through this next session, I want you to think a little bit about yourself and your family, where you're at, but most particularly where you want to go in life, what it is that you're looking for. So what is it that would get you motivated enough to give up some of maybe those time-wasting habits, which most of us have, and dedicate yourself with a little self-discipline to pursue some worthy and very worthwhile goals? What is it? What would give you that motivation? You know, I just read a study the other day that was talking about how the average American spends between 3 to 4 hours every day between watching TV or just surf the net. And I thought, you know, if you can use those 3 to 4 hours striving toward a very important goal, how much further would you get in life? What kind of lifestyle do you really want? Would you like to see an improvement in your lifestyle? Would you like to have some extra cash or maybe a few extra things? After this webinar, I'm going to ask you to actually sit down and write some goals for yourself. What are some things you'd like to achieve, let's say in the next 6 months, or in the next year, or maybe in the next 3 years? And all these things that I'm going to talk about here today, as Bill already mentioned, you can find in that download in the toolbar there on the right-hand side, and it is our First Steps to Manager booklet that you can download, or you can actually purchase it online likewise. But on there, it'll walk you through these same steps that we're talking about today. But it's so important to actually write these things down. I was just at a seminar the other day, and I heard someone talking about goal setting and the importance of goal setting and the statistical value of those that set goals. That those that set goals are 10 times more likely to achieve their goals. Those that write down their goals with and not only write them down, but with a focused plan are 30 times more likely to achieve those goals. So again, take the time, walk through the process, set those goals for the next 6 months, a year, and 3 years. And as I would always tell anyone, do not forget to dream big. When you set those goals, think big. Think of what you really want. Because I can tell you, Bill and I both know thousands of people throughout Forever who have achieved dreams bigger than they ever thought were possible. Then let's talk about family for a moment. I don't know how many of you have kids that are logged on here today, but I have 3 boys. And I have a 18-year-old boy, just turned 18, a 14-year-old boy, and our youngest is a 9-year-old little guy. And I can tell you as a dad, I think the thing that I want for my kids is to give them a better life probably than I had. And it doesn't mean I had a bad life, but I know that my dad's goal was to give me a better life with more opportunities than he had. And so as you sit here and you think about your family, and you take a moment when you open up that First Steps to Manager book, write down some goals that you would like to achieve as a family. And that could be something as simple as a family trip, a family vacation, something that we haven't in the past had the money or time to be able to do. It might be an educational goal for your kids, that you'd love for them to be able to attend a top-notch university, whatever it may be. But sit down and write some family goals also, because these are very motivating, help you keep focused through the process. And last but not least, some personal goals. What are some things that you'd personally like to achieve? And, I would throw in here not only within the business, but also outside of the business. What are some things that you would like to achieve? That could be earn X amount of money. It could be I'd like to have more spare time with my family. It could be I personally love to lose some weight and have some more energy. Whatever it might be, we want you to write down some of those personal goals. Again, thinking 6 months out, 12 months out, 3 years out. And as you start to work toward those, you'll see the power of them. Now, again, let's talk about your business goals. Now, if you're here as just a Novus customer, that you just want to purchase the products at a discount, this part probably doesn't apply to you right now. But I do still want you to listen. And the reason is we've had numerous Novus customers that after using our products for just a short period of time have decided that they, like us, want to build a business. So again, what level do you want to take this business to? Are you looking to just make maybe $500 a month? Maybe it's $5,000. Maybe it's $50,000. I don't know. But I can tell you all of those are possible, and we've seen it. Once you've written out and committed yourself to your goals, you have now a very powerful why. After you've put these goals down, you know why you're here. And this why will help you achieve greater success. And let me tell you guys, and I'm sure this was mentioned in the opportunity webinar yesterday or the meeting that you attended, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. I want you to understand this. This takes some time. It takes effort. But I've always said the hardest thing that we're asked to do in Forever Living, and I truly mean this, the very hardest thing we're asked to do is to open our mouths and talk. And if you are someone that can talk, you can be successful. You can. Now let's review the basics of our compensation plan with a quick video that we're going to show that I think you're really going to enjoy.
Welcome to Forever. This short presentation will show you how you can begin to build your own Forever business using Forever's exclusive products and begin building a better lifestyle for you and those you love. There are 3 simple steps. Step 1, join Forever and share your experience with others. Step 2, build a small team, become a supervisor. Step 3, achieve manager status by building a large team of like-minded business owners. Let's look at each of these steps individually. Step 1. Join Forever and share your experience with others. As you join and make your first purchase of Forever's exclusive products, you'll experience how they will help you look and feel better. That's a difference you'll want to share with others. As you do so, you activate Forever's marketing plan, which is what we call our compensation plan. Here's how it works. As you and those you sponsor purchase Forever products, you start accumulating case credits. A case credit is based on the monetary value of Forever products. Case credits are like points that Forever uses to track your progress as a Forever business owner. The more points you and those you sponsor accumulate, the higher you rise in the compensation plan. The higher you rise, the greater your earning potential. For instance, the first milestone to starting your own business comes when you personally purchase 2 case credits worth of product, which most do on their first purchase. At this point, you are recognized as a wholesale qualified Forever business owner with the title Assistant Supervisor. You're now eligible to purchase products at the wholesale price, plus a 5% personal discount, which brings your total discount to 35% from retail. Get ready, because beyond these incredible discounts, you're now ready to start earning money. As an assistant supervisor, you will earn 35% for all personal retail and online sales made using your Forever Business Owner ID, a number that grows to 48% as you rise through the marketing plan to become a manager. As a Forever Business Owner, you're now able to share Forever's amazing products with others and offer them the same great business building opportunity. Many have built successful Forever businesses in their local community with family and friends, while others have had great success, even global success, using social media. Perhaps you'll choose to do both. As those you have personally sponsored, whom we call Novus customers, begin making purchases, you'll earn 20% of the retail price on all purchases they make. You'll earn even more as they too become wholesale qualified Forever business owners and begin building their Forever businesses. You're now a team builder. Step 2. Build a small team and become a supervisor. Once the sales for you and your small team reach a combined 25 case credits within 2 consecutive months, you advance to the title of supervisor and qualify for an additional monthly team leading bonus. This is sometimes called the volume bonus, and for good reason. You make more money as your team's volume increases, and your percentage increases as you advance to higher levels within the marketing plan. To qualify for these additional bonus payments in any given month, you must remain active, which means you can't just sit back and let your team do all the work. You personally need to accumulate 4 or more case credits through a combination of personal purchase, retail sales, and sales to Novus customers. Step 3. Become a manager and build a large team of business owners. Achieving manager status represents a high degree of dedication and hard work. It's also the gateway to earning life-changing income. As manager, your sales bonus opportunity extends beyond your personal customers and personally sponsored business owners to the larger multi-generational team that you're helping to build. Your monthly team sales can qualify you for our generous car plan, Forever to Drive, our global travel incentives, the Eagle Manager Retreat and Global Rally, and our ultimate financial reward, the Chairman's Bonus, where Forever pays out millions of dollars to individual Forever business owners. Just how fast you do it is up to you, but with constant hard work, it's reasonable to achieve manager status in 5 to 6 months. This is where your life can truly change. There's plenty of training and support to help you along the way. At Forever, we know that the best way to succeed is to help others succeed. When you build a team of hardworking business owners, your success is assured and great things will happen. At Forever, we're invested in your success. We've seen millions of people change their lives by following these steps, and we're excited to help you do the same. Again, welcome, and thank you for becoming part of the Forever family.
Well, guys, I hope you love that video as much as I do. It's exciting to see what the potential is there. The first step, one of the first steps that they mentioned there, is getting to supervisor. And so I want to talk with you a little today about how do we achieve a supervisor business. And then later on in this series of webinars, we're going to talk about how to become a manager. As you mentioned, we'd love for everyone to be a manager within the first 5 or 6 months of entering their Forever business. So let's first, though, talk about how to become a supervisor. So, as you already know, as a Novus customer, you start by purchasing your products. That gives you a 15% profit when you sell through the discount that you receive. And Novus customer receives 15% discount from the retail price and then earns that 15% profit when they sell it. As I mentioned earlier, after you purchase your 2 CCs, which we love to see people do when they first start their business, when they buy their packs. You become wholesale qualified and move up to the level of assistant supervisor. And you can see there, as you move up to the level of assistant supervisor, your earnings only increase even more, which we absolutely love. Then the next level, and this is the one I want to focus on a little, is that of a supervisor. Now, to become a supervisor, you have to have 25 case credits in 2 consecutive months. And that might sound like a little bit, 25, but I want to tell you guys, it's not that hard. That's 12 and a half case credits each month in 2 consecutive months. As you can see here, as you share the products with others, others are going to want to join your team and be an FBO just like you. And as you can see here in the little illustration, as you have 3 people that you sign up, and they sign up a couple people, sure enough, you're going to get to that level of supervisor. And it's a great thing. I want to tell you, as a company, we're very proud when you achieve this great level of supervisor. But I also want to emphasize, this isn't the end by any means. That next big step, as we just saw in that video, is to become a manager. So let's talk about forming a business plan. Your initial business plan is divided into 3 simple steps, or 3 parts, and we want to walk through these with you today. The first is to make a contact list. Now, this may sound simple, but sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult than we think. But I want to put it in very simple terms for you. What we want you to do here is make a contact list of everybody you can think of. And I truly mean everybody that you can think of. So think of people you know, people that you've worked with in the past. It could be family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, maybe the parents of the friends of your children's friends, parents from the soccer team your son plays on or your daughter plays on. Anyone that you can think of, we want you to go through and write up a list. We've actually included too a memory jogger sheet that will actually give you some keywords there that will help remind you of maybe some names. For instance, an accountant. So you put down everybody you know that's an accountant. A doctor, everyone that you know that's a doctor. A mother, everyone you think of that's a mother. And write down as many names as you can, at least 100, but I can tell you through personal experiences, I've sat with numerous FBOs that have gone through this process, and they usually come up with 200 to 400 names as you go through and write them down. And one key aspect of this, and I cannot express that enough, is don't prejudge anyone. If you think, Gary, yeah, but Gary, he wouldn't be interested in this, write Gary's name down, please, because you will be surprised, just as I have been throughout my time with Forever and building a Forever business, how many times people that you think would not have an interest are sometimes the most interested. So please go through and write down those names. Step number 2, once you've completed your name list, comes down to contacting people. And I want to tell you, this, for me, when I started, was probably the scariest thing, is reaching out and contacting people. But I also will tell you, with more and more experience, the more you do it, the better you become and the easier it becomes. And the thing to remember is this. We're simply contacting these individuals to ask them if they're interested. It might just be something as simple as I'm having a few friends over for a cup of coffee and I'm launching some new products that I've just found that I truly love, and I'd love for you to come join us. It's a simple question, non-threatening. It could be just simply calling up a friend and saying, hey, Savannah, how are you doing today? I'd love for you to come by and see some new products that I just came across that I think you'll really enjoy. Or they might be great for you or for your kids. I know that you're into skincare, and these are some fantastic skincare products that I really think that you're going to see the benefits from. Simple questions, simple answers. Also, once you've set an appointment with someone, then what we'd ask you to do is always follow up with them. It's amazing, at least from my standpoint, it's always amazing how busy I get, and sometimes I forget that I've committed to something, and a simple reminder is a great thing to do. Now, this is all leading up to, these phone calls and invites are leading up to what we call your product launch. And this is something that's very simple. A product launch is a home gathering. You can do it at your home or a restaurant, wherever you'd like, but typically in the home. I personally enjoy doing them either in my home or in the home of a client or that of a brand new FBO, because it's a little bit more informal and relaxing for these individuals. And be sure to remind them of the date and the time that they've committed to come, and give them a quick reminder. And make the product launch fun and laid back. We want it to be a fun experience for someone. Now for you, I know this can be a scary prospect also, your first product launch. But don't be scared. Remember, this is a conversation. You have some of your closest friends or colleagues there with you in your home, or again, if you're in the home of a new FBO that you're working with. And it's a great way to get to know people, invite them to show them what you're doing now in your new Forever business. Keep it short and brief. You know, my personal opinion is 40 minutes or so, maximum about 60 minutes, and that's just trying to be respectful of people's time. Most people don't have 2 or 3 hours that they're going to be able to give you. And remember, the product launch is nothing more but to simply introduce them to the products. And obviously, as we introduce them to the products, we hope that they're going to purchase them, use them themselves. We know if they do that, they're going to love them, and they're going to come back and want to either buy more or sign up themselves as an FBO. So, a lot of what I've shared with you today, as I mentioned earlier, is in this great booklet that we have. It's professionally designed with some fantastic information. It's called The First Steps to Manager. As Bill and I both mentioned, it's there in the download section of your toolbar under the little attachment there. If you click on that arrow, you'll see the attachment, and you can click on it and download it directly to your computer, or you can buy it online. Personally, I'd recommend for you to buy at least a handful of them online, print some others out. The reason I would encourage you to buy them online isn't necessarily for yourself, but when that time comes that you sponsor someone and you have a new FBO, you can go sit down with them personally and walk them through this booklet, just as we've walked through it today, and personalize it a little according to what you know about them, and have them fill it out. And it really, really becomes a powerful tool in their business as they go to forward in building their Forever business. So as we come here toward the end, we have one more video that we like to share with you that I think, again, that you'll really, really enjoy.
Not long ago, you made a decision to become a Forever business owner. And now it's real. Real opportunities and real challenges.
I drove up here and like my stomach started feeling it. I was feeling emotional.
I have never jumped out of a plane before, and so I'm so excited.
How's everybody feeling?
Pretty nervous.
Nervous?
Yeah.
Pretty nervous.
You gotta have fun. You gotta live. And sometimes in life we just have to have these things that we go and do for ourselves to kind of overcome that fear. This is real now. Can't turn back.
I'm trying to take some risks, enjoy life, you know?
I'm ready to go.
I think it's really hard to face your fears. You know, we're going up like about halfway, and then I looked out the window and I really started freaking out.
I don't think I've ever been so scared in my life.
So you didn't have time to think about it, that's the thing. So I saw my friend go first, and then all of a sudden they pull you forward, you look out, and then you just go.
Saw the first person go, and I looked and I was like, oh no, this is real. I'm about ready to jump out of the plane.
You get to the edge, and that's when I was like, okay, what have I done?
Everyone gets nervous doing something new. Things look bigger than they actually are at first. We all know our limitations and our failings, and so we kind of blow them out of proportion in our minds.
Oh yeah, you guys! Everyone! Do this!
I feel like that I can really do something that's hard, something that you think you can't do. Just do it. You can do it. Don't think about it. Just jump for it, go for it, and you will find success.
Good job! Awesome!
I am so glad I did it. it worked out better than I thought I ever dreamed or imagined. Just like jumping out of the airplane. Did I want to do it? I kind of had a negative feeling. But then I realized that you don't want that negative energy, and you don't want to bring that. You take that thought and you say, okay, I got this. Let's take that first step.
What a great video. I don't know if any of you have ever jumped out of a plane before or not. I haven't yet, but it is one of those things on my bucket list. But obviously, as you can see there, the courage it took for all these first-time parachuters. You know, I compare that to how I felt when I started my Forever journey. It was a bit of a leap of faith for me, and I would encourage you to have the courage to take that leap of faith. You're already an FBO. You're a Novus customer. But now the question is, what are you going to do with this fantastic opportunity that lies before you? As we walk through those goals, as you think of the next 6 months, the next year, the next 3 years, what is it that you would love to change? What is it you would love to have or do different? What is it that you would love to have different in your life that you do not have now? Set those goals. And as you can see there, your journey starts now with Forever. Thank you for joining us today. Most importantly, thank you for being part of the Forever family. And let's march on this journey together. Thank you, everybody.
And thank you, Gary, for such a fantastic presentation. You know, it's never too late to start. And I really like what Gary shared with how simple it is to start. It just takes putting one foot in front of the other and start doing something. It's time to close for today. We don't have any questions per se, so Gary, you did a fantastic job that way. I will remind everybody that this webinar has been recorded, and it'll be available in about 24 hours. Because you attended today's webinar live, you will receive an email in 24 hours that gives you a link to then go back and view this recording. Also, feel free to share the link if you like with any of your people, and they can see the same thing. Don't forget to register for our training on how to build a manager business that will be presented the same time tomorrow by Gary. And we certainly wish all of you the best as you work to build your Forever business. Bye for now.